Hey everyone, this is Stacy with SF Johnson Consulting and Construction Services, and in this video I'm going to go over some of the issues faced by contractors in South Carolina. We have workshops that are coming up for us to discuss it in more detail. That's free. So if you're interested, make sure you sign up at education at sfjohnsonconsulting.com. And here are some of the things that we'll discuss in the workshop, and these are some of the issues that our research says that you're facing. So if that is true, I would love if you would put a comment below and let me know. And again, you can schedule one-on-one to discuss the issues and how we propose to help you resolve them. Or once you come to the workshop, which is tomorrow and Wednesday, and next Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're talking the 10th through the 12th, and then the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And just reach out to me. The days are scheduled really based on demand and who signs up, and we'll go from there. So if you're a contractor, if you're a general contractor, really any kind of contractor or general contractor, I think this information would be valuable for you. And reach out, let me know if you have any questions. We now have memberships where just today, all of my educational videos are all private. So we have very low memberships. You'll receive topics and instructions specific to what you're trying to do, and we have a conversation, and I make sure I give you exactly what you need to help you grow and learn in your field. So 15 years of doing this, you know, I'm only on YouTube the past 2 years because for what? You know what I mean? So many people on here just to show off. I'm on here to teach you, and I hope that's what I've been doing. So let's get started. South Carolina. And so I learned a lot about all 50 states by doing this research, and it was very helpful, but there are things that are typical to all the states that it really doesn't matter. And one for sure is funding opportunities. Once you get a project, you don't have the money to continue, and that's not a new thing. Okay, it's not a new thing, whether it's a southern state or California or New York. But it's a thing that can be solved, especially with today's money. They're just throwing it at you. And so, yeah, we'll talk about that. And I have a provider that's been begging me to do that part of what I do forever. And it's like, hey, I got other things I'm doing. But it is a big thing for majority, especially minority contractors around the country. So for you, South Carolina, confusing license classifications, I guess. South Carolina has mechanical, residential, and general contractor licenses with different scopes. So I'm assuming you know that means based on maybe the value of the project or the type of building itself, and it is very confusing, and they make it that way. And so you'll see in the upcoming weeks that I will have workshops on each of those items. You have to be a member to get the information, or one of my students, or sign up for one of the memberships. But we'll walk you through all of that stuff. You know, I'm a mother of 3. I have 2 sons, and my whole life has been walking them through stuff that this country wants to make so difficult that really shouldn't be. So we can get that. It says many subs don't know which license they actually need or how to upgrade. So again, in the month of June, I'm working on Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Tennessee. And so if you're in any of those states, I'm going to have a similar video for you and plan. So on the screen, you'll see all of the things that I am able to help you with, whether we have weekly estimating classes or workshops. And the workshops are intense 3-day workshops where you get all of my information, the same as the year-long class, but you get the basics of the process down with all of the supporting material and videos. Okay, so that's the weekly workshops, and then the classes are every week too. On Mondays, we have electrical, and I had 3 new students today, And we also have underground utilities and excavation on Monday afternoons. So if that's something that you want to learn about, make sure you sign up at education@sfjohnsonconsulting.com. But again, if you sign up for any of the memberships, you'll get your specific detailed study information. All right, so, and then this statewide program works on 2 levels. We work with you one-on-one, and we have a 14-day trial right now, and that should be in here somewhere in the notes, where, we let you try it out for 14 days, and we address all of these issues. So the licensing issue, lack of bonding, and insurance guidance. I understand that. My last professional job, you could say, I was a construction defect litigation adjuster. And so what is that? Poor contractors with not the right endorsements on their insurance either being put out of business or having to pay out of pocket. Okay, and so yeah, you need that. And my genes are from the Deep South, although I was born in Los Angeles, which, North, South, not much difference, depending on who we're talking about. But you want to make sure you have all your insurance in line when it comes to that, because I'm sure that in southern states, they've got so many hoops for you to jump through, and you probably don't even know it. Most of my students don't know half of the stuff that they have available to them, or that the government just has available, and they just, I didn't know, and that's ridiculous, okay? Like I told one of my students, if you ever watched American Greed, and I've watched every episode, every season, and I wish they'd bring them out. I'm sure they're waiting for one guy to finish up his world of greed, but it's always a certain people hooking each other up but going to jail because they just doing stuff the wrong way. And so you want to make sure you do things in the right way to sustain your business, so you can say you too have 15 years or more of what you're doing. Okay, I don't even know why I brought that up, but I always have to bring that up. Okay, so lack of bonding and insurance. So yeah, you want to have your insurance, so the bad guys that want to be, headhunting you and trying to get you out of business or not helping you in the way that they should, they can't get you. That's what insurance is for. And yeah, I will be able to guide you in that way. Permit delays and code interpretation. Code interpretation is every state. And so we're currently working on statewide apps. So you put in a phrase and it kicks out the code that you need. But in the meantime, we still help you with that and show you the best way how to navigate through South Carolina. And most importantly, it's always this one, number 4. DBE and MBE certification. Many subs are unaware. Why you're unaware? Because you're too busy trying to scramble to get all the other things and keep all the other things in line. But your state should be making you aware. That's what I'm saying. And in some of the Deep South states, they are not. Okay, it's almost criminal at some of the stuff that minority contractors have to deal with in the South. So if somebody accuses me on Google to being pro-black, well, yeah, because I know what black people go through, just trying to be where you're at. So many subs are unaware that South Carolina Department of Transportation DBE program, they're unaware of it, or how to access federal funds tied to infrastructure work. Okay, so every video, if you watch each one of these videos for every state, you'll hear me say, you'll hear me say, you'll hear me say, you'll hear me say, you'll hear me say. The Department of Transportation in every state has a minority quota. We just put it out there like that some dum-dum hasn't been able to get rid of quite yet because he probably don't know, and I hope I'm not helping, but I don't think so. But and the next time you vote, understand that One dude could be there 1 minute, and another dude can be there the next in 4 short years and just totally mess up everything you thought was solid. Next time you vote, make sure you vote. In southern states, I don't know what to tell y'all about voting. It's just ridiculous. But let's move on to better things. Make sure you vote. Because apparently who we vote for makes a difference. Okay? And consequences of voting is a real thing. Of not voting and consequences of whoever wins is a thing. All right. So, DBE. Every Department of Transportation and every 50 of our beautiful states has a DBE, MBE requirement of 5 to 10 to 15 maybe. I've never seen 15%, 5 to 10%. So that means they have to hire somebody that's a person of color or a woman. And so if you have been doing this in your state for so long, why don't you have that? So talk to me, education@sfjohnsonconsulting.com. They already keep you from learning how to do estimates. One of my students said he called around for 4 years. 4 years to try to find someone to teach him. I don't know, that's crazy, but I just been here chilling, making people rich, okay, with my skills. I want to make you rich if that's what you want. All right, bid packaging help. Everybody needs that. The majority of you brave souls that actually bid government work, okay? Well, that's not even government work, but bid packages, yeah. Request for information, all of that stuff. There's a standard procedure, there's guidelines, and it's, if you don't know how to do these things, you don't know how to navigate through those things, then you will think that those types of projects are too intimidating to do, but they're not. And somebody's doing it. Just because you have a problem putting paperwork together, if you're a self-employed individual, that's half the game. So, funding for materials, we got that part handled. We can talk about that later. Limited administrative support. Yeah, no time to manage everything, including estimating. So if you don't want to pay an estimator, then learn how to be one. Just that simple. But not bidding on stuff because you don't know how to put it together is ignorant, and just go get a job. But part of the construction industry is either paying a good estimator or being one. There's no way around it. There's no cheap way around that if you want to win, period. So the people I've been working for had the money to shell out the $3,500 for the $2 million project, $3 million project, or had the $2,800 to pay me a month for everything. And they win and they go on, and I teach their people how to do it, and I don't see them again, which is the way it's supposed to be. But some of y'all out there trying to look at a video and learn, if your teacher didn't look at a video and learn, then you're not going to look at a video and learn either, and learn anything worth anything. You need to look at a video, read a book, talk to a person, have hands-on experience. And those of you out there trying to fake it till you make it, I hope you get fired, because that's cheating yourself and cheating people who really know how to do it, and cheating the person that's so-called paying you. So learn how to do it. Sign up. Don't be intimidated. Let a girl teach you, because so many people have reached out to either buy my business, no thank you, or buy my programs, no thank you, because I'm not done with them yet. So learn something, do something, don't be intimidated, okay? It's like your black grandma. If you had a grandma, she'd be just like me. And my grandkids love me. Anyway, South Carolina, do you have 9 things? No, lack of business training. I mean, how do you even survive in construction in South Carolina? How do you even survive? You don't know how to do the estimates. You can't get the money. You don't have people to help you. You don't have business training. What are you doing? Hoping somebody give you some money for whatever. That's what you out there doing. And you're not the only one out there doing it. Oh, I'm sure Alabama is doing it worse than you are. But you don't know what you don't know. And now you do know. And there's somebody that wants to help you. So either go to the free workshop and learn, write down on a piece of paper, and then get your wife to help you next Monday. Or pay money and get it done like a professional, but get it done. This your black grandma, Stacy. Asta.